Hey guys, what's up? This is Rich with FX Daily bringing another tutorial. Today's special effects tutorial is on Slenderman, one of my favorite video game characters because he's super creepy. Like, you know, you're just in your little game trying to spy with a little flashlight and camera, make it through the game, and all of a sudden you're like looking there, looking here, and you hear something, nothing's there, and all of a sudden, bam, right in your face, and you're just like, whoa, freaking me out. Alright, so before we get into this, I would like to remind you to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. This is my first tutorial, and I'll have a lot more to come, and they'll be a lot better, and they'll be awesome, and you'll love them. Alright, so let's just go ahead and jump into this. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put on a beige bald cap, and I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to have it over my ears also. Alright, so now here I am showing some synthetic wax and some Aide. I am now putting Aide, which is an adhesive, over my eyebrows, and I am putting cotton on it. Doing these two help the synthetic wax stick to your eyebrows and everything better. That way they don't just like fall off as you know you're moving around or sweating or anything like that. And it's also important to remember to get the eyebrows completely covered because you don't want to get any liquid latex in your eyebrows or any hair areas later on, because liquid latex will not come out of any material or hair. It will yank it out or ruin it. So keep that in mind. Alright, now I'm putting some synthetic wax on over my eyebrows, and I am smoothing it down. That way the edges disappear. That way it doesn't look like it's not uniform. You can do this with tools, and you can do this with your finger. The more it heats up, the more pliable it becomes. Now I am also going for a meaner look here, so I am bringing my eyebrow bone structure down more towards my nose area to give more of an aggressive feature. Now I am using a similar technique, and I am taking, you know, cotton, and I am dipping it into liquid latex, and I am putting it around for the outer mouth area because I want to give a tearing open mouth look. So when you do this, keep in mind, you know, when you do your outer parts of the mouth, you put it in the shape that you want to put. I'm going for more of a sadistic opening, slight smile look, so I'm keeping mine, you know, more toward the banana shape. Now I am adding strands of cotton and latex that are dipped in latex across from the top to the bottom to create that flesh peeling away as the mouth is opening up look. Now I am thinning out the edges and blending them in so everything is starting to look uniform. And right here I am applying some liquid latex with a sponge. And I am doing this so I can blend in the edges, and I will do quite a few layers of this just to get the edges to disappear, because if the edges do not disappear, it won't look uniform. And if it doesn't look uniform, it's not going to look like it's real. So it's very important to get your edges, you know, smoothed and disappeared. Smoothed out and disappeared. Alright, now I am adding liquid latex all over the face, and the reason that I am doing this is for two reasons. One, when you go to add paint or any color or makeup to something, if it has different materials on there, the paint and makeup could end up a different color depending on the material. You know, flesh won't be painted the same color as rubber. So I'm making it all uniform, making everything rubber. And then the other reason I am doing this is because clown white is quite a pain to clean off of your face. So once I do the liquid latex layers and everything, when I add on the white, I can just peel it all off at the end, and I don't really have to worry about cleaning off the white because it is pretty difficult. I'm also going around with the liquid latex and putting it over those hard parts, you know, where the edges are, just to make sure those edges are gone, once again, noting that. I'm also putting it over the synthetic wax, like I said, to, you know, make everything uniform, so whenever I go to paint it, it's all nothing but liquid latex, and it'll all be colored the same. Now here I am going in with some clown white and some foam pads and just putting the clown white all over me. This clown white is by Mehron. I do not show it in this video, but I do later on go to the back of the head and cover up the back of the head and everything before I go out and scare some people out in public. I just didn't do it for this. I didn't show it in this video yet because, you know, I was just getting to the point of the video and I don't want to make it really long, wasting time. So coming up, I did forget to show that I did color the mouth in with some black, just like I did the eyes. I do apologize about that, but it is the same exact way that you do the eyes. You just add in the black. Alright, I did not do the eye area, and the reason I did not do the eye area is because I'm going to make my eyes disappear, and I'm going to go for more of a faded look. Alright, here I am adding black into the eyes to go for that faded look, because I'm going to put screens over my eyes, which make my eyes look like they're gone, and it's just going to look like it's a deepened dark area. Because Slenderman does not have any actual Here I am going through and adding the features of the skull. I'm just going to make parts of it look recessed. That way it looks more realistic, because you know you would have parts that fade in that are sunken. And that would be on the sides of the, you know, where your temples are, and where your brow lines are, the mouth areas, and then later on I'm going to add into, at the top, a recession of the skull for better featuring. The reason I did all this is because I have a skull, and I was looking at the skull as I was doing this to determine like feature areas that would be sunken in, and where I want to shade and how I want to shade it, which areas, you know, you pull the shade to. So make sure you have something that you were looking at, you know, some papers or examples, printouts, a skull like I had, something like that. It really helps you out. I am deepening my cheekbones to bring them out more, to give more of a facial structure. Here I am going and shading up into the skull area to give more of that recessed look. That way it looks like my facial features are popping out more, and the top of the skull is recessed a little more, adding a little more dimension. Just a reminder, if I could get you to give a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe. I did put a lot of time and effort into this video. Hopefully you guys do like it, and I will have plenty more to be coming. Now don't be scared if you mess up, because like as you see in here, I got some black in areas that I didn't want. So I went back through with some clown white and just went over it again, because clown white will cover pretty much anything. I'm using a foam pad there, and I am just stippling it with nothing on there to get rid of some of the areas and help blend the darker areas to the lighter area. Now here I am adding in the screens that I want. So be careful when you're cutting around the eyes. You know, you don't want to cut anything, obviously. If you can cut it and get to the eye shape that you need before you get on, that's even better. I am applying this with some Pros-Aide, so I'm putting Pros-Aide in the higher areas, not next to the eye, but close to the eye, because remember, you have to use some kind of adhesive remover to get it off. So you gotta keep that in mind. Too close to the eye, it's going to burn your eyes, so you don't want to do that. And I'm doing the other eye the same way. And this is why I didn't color in those areas, because that screen and that glue would no longer stick to that because of that makeup. Especially clown white, because it's super thick and oil-based. Alright, so here I am going in with some liquid latex, and I am using a sharp edge of the foam pad, and I am going and making sure I secure down the edges of the screen that I just put in. The reason I'm doing this because it will create layers. After I put a few layers, it will make that screen edge disappear, and it'll look more cohesive, and it'll also make the screen stay on better. And then I will go over that with some white, and then I will baby powder everything to set all the makeup so it doesn't end up sweating off or rubbing off everywhere. You know, you just want it to stay. So lots and lots and lots of baby powder, but make sure you're not doing it in front of a fan so it's blowing everywhere. Like I did. Everywhere. So that's my Slenderman tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Till next time.